Well, good morning, everybody. It is January 31st, 2019. It is day 1227 of pulling and pushing people out of darkness and depression, or someone. And it is 5 years today since I actually started taking pictures of doing pull-ups and push-ups. It wasn't until, I think it was about 4.5 or 4 years ago that you could do live videos. So why am I doing this? Why do we do this? Why have you watched? Why have you? Well, the why is because we are all in this life together, and there are things that we can do to help one another. And one of those things is we can reach out, whether we're struggling or not, we can reach out to other people and actually ask them how they're doing, and actually listen to them. With everything that goes on in our world is just, life is tough, kind of spattered in there with little things of joy. And we all have our challenges, we all have our adversities. We all, I know a lot of people that have depression issues, they have anxiety issues, we all have issues. So my point, we're all bowed and not broken, and that's taken from my name. But we are all that, and that's part of what I've tried to bring across in the last 5 years, is that if I could just inspire you or those that are watching out there to understand that you have such an effect on people, even a smile, even again asking how they're doing, helping somebody with their groceries, doing something that, making a phone call, hey, I haven't talked to you in a little while, or whatever it might be. It doesn't matter what it could be the smallest thing. So bowed not broken is faith, is learning how to have faith in yourself and understanding who you are, what moves you, and trying to potentially live a transcendent type of a life where there's things bigger than you can possibly be. So, but understanding yourself and really having faith in yourself to go on with the next tenet of bowed not broken is courage. Courage to do things that are outside your comfort zone. Courage to do things that you've not tried to do before, or leave a bad relationship, or deal with situations in your family or work or whatever it might be, to try and move on in your life. Because without faith in yourself, without courage, it's pretty tough. So faith, courage, and endurance. Endurance is the last part of bowed not broken, and that's the physical endurance. That's the mental endurance to deal with things every single day and the things that go on, and over and over and over again. Things get good, and then they seem to get bad. Then they get good and bad. It's learning how to take on physically, being in physical shape or trying to be in good shape, and mental shape, spiritual shape, emotional shape. So faith, courage, and endurance is bowed not broken. And that's the reason why I've been doing this for the last 5 years. Now, I know a lot of people won't watch this because I typically don't post really long videos, but that's okay. I'll use it and splice it up for later dates. But when you see me doing push-ups or pull-ups in some odd place, I hope it just reminds you that you matter, and that you are special, and that you have talents and skills and abilities that matter to other people and should matter to you. And so my plea is don't give up. Reach out. If you're struggling, reach out to somebody or some people or a professional and try and get some help. If you're in a good place, reach out to those, or just randomly reach out to people, wish them a good day, smile at them, open a door, whatever it is. Find a way to help somebody each day. And that's all I hope that my crazy push-ups and pull-ups for the last year will remind you to do. This is not about me. This is about us. This is about us getting through this world as best we can. And Again, I say life is difficult, spattered with a little bit of joy, little sprinkles of joy, and not in a negative way, but life is hard. There are adversities, there's challenges around every corner. But if we have a mindset that we're already bowed and we're not going to break, we're going to bend. That's why I post this way. We're going to bend. We're going to adapt. We're going to work out of it. We're going to problem solve. We're going to do the things that we humans do, but we can do that better together. And together is what Bowed Not Broken, and what day 1800 and whatever, 27. I'm going to go for another, I don't know, 5 years. If I can go even more, I will. You know, after a snapped bicep and, you know, every day doing this, it helps me. And hopefully it helps you. And hopefully you'll share and like. And, you know, again, my whole goal is for you to see this. You might just see it come up on your feed in LinkedIn or Instagram or Facebook or Snapchat or whatever. And if it just reminds you of reaching out to somebody, or if you're in trouble, don't feel bad about reaching out to somebody. Don't feel bad about asking somebody to listen. That's all we need to do, is listen to one another. Sometimes we don't need to problem solve for other people. We just need to listen. They can do it themselves. So again, hopefully this is a long video. Typically not as long, but on a 5-year anniversary, I don't want to make it a huge deal, but I do want to make it something significant. Let's help each other out. That's what this is all about. We're all bowed, not broken, and let's have faith in ourselves. Let's have the courage to take on things, and let's build our endurance to get us through this life. And let's raise our children. Let's raise our coworkers. Let's raise our coworkers, but let's get our coworkers to know what kind of a person we can be. We're vulnerable. We're vulnerable beasts, and that's okay. We're all warriors. Warriors lose sometimes, and sometimes they win. But I know I've lost more than I've ever won, whether it be in athletics or life or whatever it is. It's the benefit of that experience. And I'm not trying to downplay, I'm not trying to validate anyone's challenges or their adversities. We all have them. But I know, and I'm going to get back to it as well, doing podcasts, social casts, whatever they are, and showing you all the amazing people that have gotten through these challenges and still need help, but they've gotten through these amazing challenges by looking at somebody else or seeing someone else in a situation where they're in. We all tend to think that we're in a unique situation, and we are for ourselves. But there are other people out there that have faced challenges, that have faced successes. I mean, look at all the people that have faced successes and fallen after that because they weren't sure how to deal with that. My whole goal is to help us be better rounded, to understand those challenges, to help us succeed and to fail. And that's what Bowed Not Broken is all about. And that's why I do what I do. It's not just for suicide prevention. It's for homelessness. We have people that are living in cars that are fringe poor, are the fringe homeless people. We have people all over the country, even here in Utah, that are, you know, living in parks and living, like I said, living in cars, living in old buildings, and they have good jobs and they have things that a lot of people don't have. So I'm not talking about those people that are down at parks and I'm talking about the addicted as well. But it's about suicide prevention. It's about darkness. And that darkness can come from being homeless, losing a job, having some type of disease that's taking you for, you know, whatever it is, losing children, losing people in your life, losing your world financially, jobs, you name it. It's about all of the challenge. It's not just, and all that can make us depressed, can help us, you know, can really help us to understand that a lot of people out there have similar problems, and we're all in this together. Let's help each other out. And I'm done talking for one day. Too long, very long. I want you to see this. This is my favorite, one of my favorite spots. I picked this spot today because I always come back to this uneven bar. You see that bar that goes across right here? I can't even do it. I'm not a good weatherman. That bar right there is unequal. So I'm going to do my push-ups today on that bar. I'm going to do 5 on one side, maybe 5 on the other side. I'm not sure, but the reason why I do it on an uneven bar is because all we can do is work towards balance in our life. I don't think we can ever achieve total balance, but the working towards that balance is the equation, is what we should try and do, whether it's mental, physical, emotional, spiritual, whatever it might be. So do my pull-ups today on one of my favorite pull-up bars, which is not even a pull-up bar. It's an uneven bar because it typifies us as being uneven a lot of times, bowed, and something that we need to just embrace. That's just the way things are. It's not always going to be a perfect pull-up bar for me to do pull-ups on. That's why I do pull-ups on all kinds of things, because that shows that life is not equal. It's not fair sometimes. All right, enough of me yakking. I already said that. Here we go, pull-up time. Oh, glasses came off. Go make it a great year, everybody. 2020. Who would have known we'd be around in 2020? I love each and every one of you. I thank you for everything that you do for others. All that goes unnoticed. I get people that message me about what they've done. That's great. You don't have to. Just go out, reach out, help somebody. Quietly, loudly, I don't care. Love you. Bowed not broken. Another 5.